So today we're going to go over qualitative fit testing and the steps that are involved. Before we start, you do want to make sure that everybody being fit tested is medically cleared and trained in wearing a respirator before you do any fit testing. But today we're just going to be going over the physical process of how to do it. So you can either use Bitrix or saccharin as the solutions that you're going to be fit testing with. Today we're going to be using Bitrix, and we have two different types. There's a sensitivity solution, which is more diluted, and it's going to be applied before the participants have their respirators on, and then there is the concentrated solution, which is going to be applied after everyone has their respirators on and hoods on, which are steps that we'll get to going forward. So the way you set up the solution is we'll start off with the sensitivity solution. There are 4 different types to the nebulizers. This is the main body. This is a small piece that you'll assemble as part of the cap that allows the spray to form. And then you'll have put the bulb on the cap as well. So you would start off by pouring pouring a small amount of the sensitivity solution into the top of the cap. And you'll pour it out till about up to the black ring that's in the cap. Then you'll screw on the main piece. And you want to just test it out, and you should be able to see a mist coming out. If there's not, then you want to reassemble and clean different parts of the nebulizer. You then set up the second, more concentrated solution in the same type of contraction, but a second one, and you want to make sure you keep them separate because you do not want to mix them up. So once everything is all set and ready to go, you're ready to walk the participants through fit testing. So first you want to clear, as I mentioned before, clarify that everyone has been medically cleared and trained to wear respirators. And you also want to walk participants through the restrictions of wearing respirators, which include not wearing N95 masks, which we're going over today, for more than an 8-hour period. If they're wet, torn, or dirty, you want to make sure that they remove them and discard them. If you have a change in facial structure, fluctuation in weight, or change in shape or dental surgery, you want to make sure that they are refitted and that the masks, these specific masks, are only protective against particulates and not gases or vapors. So that should all be part of the training, but also emphasized again when you're doing fit testing. So when you're actually doing the physical testing part, you want to start off by making sure that the participant is sensitive to the solution you're going to be testing with. So you take the sensitivity solution, which you put to the side, and make sure that they can taste it. And you want to emphasize that it's something that you taste or feel in your throat and not a smell. So, Jess, can you taste the solution? Yes. Okay. So you want to walk the participant through how to don and doff the mask. So Jess, you want to hold the mask with the nose piece pointing forward and then your hand like a cup, just like that. And then you want to put the mask up against your face. You want the top string to go at the top of your head and the bottom string to go by the base of your neck so they're not crisscrossed, just like that. Then you want to take both fingers and evenly press the mask against your nose. And you don't want to pinch it because the nose piece will point or will stick up and could allow air to go through. So then you want to go do what's, every time you don the mask, you want to do what's called a positive fit check. So you want to cup your hands over the mask and blow out and you shouldn't feel any air escaping around. And then you want to do a negative check where you cup your hands again and breathe in, and you should feel kind of a suction to your face. Okay, great. So we are going to walk you through a few different exercises once you have the hood on with the more concentrated solution, so that we know if you can taste or feel anything in the back of your throat that it's the solution's getting through and that the mask isn't doing its job. So if you can taste it at any time, let me know and we'll stop and readjust the mask and potentially try a different size. Okay. So I'm going to have you put on this hood. Okay, so I'm going to spray the solution 5 times in between each exercise, and I'm going to walk you through a few different exercises, okay? So first, after I spray, you're going to breathe normally, okay? Right. Good. Okay. And you want to take your time in between each exercise, okay? So for this next one, after I spray, you're going to slowly turn your head shoulder to shoulder repeatedly. Good. Okay. For the next one, you're going to slowly put your head up and down repeatedly. Good. All right. So for this next one, you're going to take 3 deep breaths. Okay. After I spray again, you're going to twitch your nose like a bunny. It's called a grimace. Okay. Good. Okay. So after the next one, what I'm going to have you do is hold on to your hood, and you're going to slowly bend at the waist like you're picking up a pencil off the ground, and slowly come back up. And you're going to repeat that a few times, okay? Good. All right. So this is one of the last ones. I'm going to have you read the rainbow passage out loud for the entire passage. Excellent. And then for this last part, I'm just going to have you breathe normally one more time. Okay, all set. So if you didn't feel anything or taste anything, then you're all set. You can take your hood off. So now to take off the mask, you don't want to touch the front of it, so you would take the bottom string off first, and then you take the top string off, and you should be good to go. And that's how you conduct fit testing.